What's up, guys? I'm here on my desktop. Not a game. It's not Jade Empire, not StarCraft. Sorry if you're expecting that. But I wanted to make not a tutorial, but I don't know, just a look at what I use to record and to edit. First things first is my three recording systems: Sound Recorder, Fraps, and Cam Studio. Sound Recorder is what I use for my voice. It's Fraps can also record your voice, but it's not as good, surprisingly. Sound Recorder, the default program that comes with your Windows under accessories, is much better. It sounds better. It is easier to work with. It's literally pressing the record button and pressing stop when you're done. A little tip I use for live commentary is Sound Recorder always goes on first and it comes off last. When I want to do a live commentary, I go 3, 2, 1, go. And then when I say go, I start recording, whether it's Cam Studio pressing the record button or Fraps pressing the hotkey. When you do this and you put it into one of your editing systems, you'll see these three peaks in the beginning that goes 3, 2, 1, go, and then there should be a little gap between your first part and the commentary. You could cut it there and just slide it back, you erase it, and you have basically a fairly synced up recording. And it's live, it's easy, it's simple. I'm sure it's obvious, but whatever. Then next thing we have is Fraps. It's the main one you use for most games, Steam games especially. So I use this for Jade Empire and StarCraft. First things first, I want to show you is, I don't know what these do, just ignore them. I don't use them. First things first is the frames per second counter. You can't see it right now because I'm not using it. I'm not using anything it needs to count frames for. You can actually see my frames right here on Cam Studio because that's what I'm using right now. But what it does is it puts a yellow number like this, a little bigger than that generally, but it'll put it in any of the three corners, or four corners, sorry. I don't know if you have a triangle computer, but if you do, it's in the three corners. And it's yellow and it'll count your frames per second during that game. And the reason I say it is not because so you can see how good and bad your frames are, but because when you start recording, those yellow numbers become red. And that's a good indication to know that you're actually recording. And so if you start recording your voice early with Sound Recorder and do the 3, 2, 1, you'll know you're recording because you've started recording before you even started up the game, and then you know with the red numbers you're framing with Fraps, or you're capturing with Fraps. Because the very first few times with StarCraft, I believe I turned this off because I felt it was annoying and I wasn't even sure if it was going to show up on the video, which I didn't want it to, and it doesn't, so that's a good thing. And so, that's another good thing to know. It doesn't show up on your recording. It's strictly for you. So let's move on to the next tab. Movies. This is the main one. These settings that I use right now are just the ones that I kind of saw on my own on a different YouTube video. This is where you can record your mic if you don't want to use Sound Recorder. I recommend it. It sounds a lot better. And then the next thing we have is the folders to save the movies in. You have the ability to create folders. Use it. There's no reason to record it to something random, to whatever the default is. You can change it to whatever you want. Lately I've been recording it to new. As you can see, I have set 4 and set 8. Set 5 through 7 is on an external hard drive, and I'll show you why in a bit. But you could change it. So now this is going to go strictly to new. So when I record, it's going to go strictly to right here, like what this is right here. And okay, so the reason I don't have those set 5 through 7 right here is because it takes up a lot of space. It's every 3.9 gigabytes. It starts a new one, and it doesn't take much time. Here, like let me open this one up. Let's mute and pause. Hang on. Okay, this is 14 minutes. That's pretty long, but you know when you're recording a game like Jade Empire, which is gonna take, I don't know, for a long time. Like I'm only on I'm about to hit the chapter 3 on set 8. You know, like you could just imagine how long the game is actually gonna be. And that 14 minutes was just one part of set 4, and set 4 I do like one main mission I think or something like that. So it takes up a lot of room. So you might want to also get an external hard drive or constantly keep going, keep updating, keep rendering, keep uploading. But you know, not everyone has that time. So I recommend getting an external hard drive. And don't worry about the videos being separate. It's actually kind of nice because I'm splitting up my videos, just saying, hey, this is mine. This is one video, next video, third video, whatever. And that's basically it. Screenshots I don't use. You can use print screen really on your keyboard or your computer. I don't see the reason for it. And another thing is when you minimize it, it doesn't stay here. It goes into your sidebar. So if you minimize it, it's still there. Just you have to look into a different place. And then the next one and last one is Cam Studio. Cam Studio is used for desktop recording, and it's what I use for my Pokemon playthrough. You can set the regions. You can make it fixed region, then it'll always record at that one spot. You can do drag corners, and then you can drag your corner, whatever. And then you can do full screen like what I'm doing right now. I hope that's not screwing up my recording with Cam Studio. So basically, when I record my Pokemon, it's really just recording what I'm seeing, but in a limited spot, so you can't see what else is around there. So when I'm playing and you're seeing me play the game, I'm probably playing something like this with my desktop around it. You just don't see it. It's free. Just Google it. Same with Fraps. Just Google it. It's not free though. Fraps is not free. Cam Studio is. But Cam Studio does not record games like Jade Empire. Full screen games, basically. Jade Empire, StarCraft, not very well. You can, and what the recommendation is whatever you're recording in, you make it, with the fixed region, you make the width and height the same. So like StarCraft is 640 by 480, I believe. And then you just make it go to the top left corner. And it should record it, but it's so slow, like, with just a mouse moving, I'm only getting 15 frames a second. Can you just imagine recording an actual game? Fraps also does the same thing. It drops frames like crazy. I don't know if there's other recording systems that do it better, but Fraps is what's used by a lot of people on YouTube that when they record computer stuff. And that's basically my 3 recording ones. Right now I'm recording with Cam Studio so you can see my desktop. And then Fraps. Fraps does not record like VBA or emulator stuff, so you might need to get Cam Studio if you just want to do that. Now let's go on to my editing programs. I just use Windows Movie Maker, and then I also use Sony Vegas Pro. Number 9. There's 10, I believe, but I just use 9. Because I heard like a couple people didn't like 10, so I just went with 9. I'm sure they do the same thing, and they probably would have been the same, and maybe even better for what I do, but Windows Movie Maker. So this is what I use for my Pokemon and StarCraft, because they're only 640, and I didn't even know if you could render out in high def, but you can, and I'll show you how. This is my failed attempt at the first time I was doing this. Ended up being like 17 minutes, it looks like. I want to show you guys what I meant by, I don't know, did I say this? For live commentary, when you are recording, just do 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. And then you can just pick in the middle right there, split it, delete it, and now you have a perfectly good system. Then you can put a video. I'm not going to say it again because I might have said it and I don't remember. If you have a question, just comment or PM me or whatever. Oops, I don't want to do that. So you can save it, and then when you want to render, you gotta render this out if you want to put it out into YouTube, because with a long video like you saw, the 3.9 gigabytes, you can only upload 2 gigabytes, I believe, or at least I can. I don't know if you're a director or something, or a partner, whatever. You can upload more, but for me, I can only upload 2 gigabytes, and I'm sure most of you guys too. So you just go publish to this computer. You can go on a CD if you want. Change the file name to whatever you want. Publish it to wherever you want. And here is where you can upload. You can render it into high def or just regular. If you're not recording into high def, best quality for playback on my computer has worked really well. So go ahead and use that. Let me fix that. Just what? Oh, because I'm only doing audio. Never mind. So I just recommend that. Then you press publish, and it'll start publishing for however long. This is not going to take long, and I don't want to publish it, so I'm going to cancel this quickly. So that's Windows Movie Maker. It comes with Windows, and then I'm pretty sure Mac has iMovie, which is much better. And I'm pretty sure you can use that. You don't even have to use Sony Vegas. But the last one is Sony Vegas. I do not want to save. It's very similar, very, very similar. You have import media right here, and you can also just go file, maybe not. I don't know where it is, but just put import media, so we'll import same thing. Plug it in, and bada bing, it's building peaks here. And then you can do the same thing here. If you want a real tutorial, just look it up in Google. I'm not going to show you because I don't really know myself. All I do is crap. Hang on here. YouTube, audio, video, tut. So I didn't record. Usually when you record gameplay, you'll record game sound, which will pop up here. The only things I really use is, I put them in, and then you can cut them, you can zoom in and out, all that kind of stuff. It works really well. Let me just show you how the rendering works. Render as. So now, when I first did this, when I was first playing around with this, I didn't look down here. Look down here. This is to record in whatever you want. I've been recording in 720-30p. I don't know exactly what the difference is between 24, 25, and 30. I think it's a little better quality for, more space kind of stuff. But I don't know. Who knows? Look up on Google. And that's basically it. You could press the play button to see what's going. You can preview it. This is your stuff. You can edit your window. You could put something in here to edit it straight from here. But you can also edit here. So I don't use that very often. I just close it. Not much else I could think of. If you want to actually learn how to use all this stuff, I recommend going to other places. This screws around the sound. I keep my voice way down because I'm a loud person. So that should be it. That's the 5 systems. Sound recorder for your voice, Cam Studio for desktop like what I'm doing now, and emulator stuff. And let me show you something real quick actually. If you're using Vista like me and you can't record audio from your speakers, I don't know why Cam Studio hates Vista like that. In the Virtual Boy Advanced, if you go to Tools and then Record, and then you start sound recording, it will record the sound that the game is playing. But here's a tip. When you're playing a game and then you want to speed it up and you're recording sound, don't do it. That's why in my Pokemon playthrough it took 54, because I had to show you all my running away or battling of wild Pokemon, in full length, because when it records it and you speed it up, it records the sound in normal speed. So even though you sped it up and the video for you is much quicker, your sound is going to be so long. So if you held it down and it's going 200% for sound, for the Virtual Boy, and you record for 10 seconds, your sound is actually going to be 20 seconds because it's going to record it normally. So that's just a tip if you want to record Virtual Boy stuff. But if you're lucky enough, you can record from audio and or record audio from speakers, and I'm pretty sure that works the same. I'm not 100% sure. If you guys want me to show you guys exactly how I use these stuff, I kind of give you small tips on all of them. Just tell me, comment, whatever, PM me, direct message me, blah 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 blah. Anyways, that's it for my tutorial, or not tutorial, but like video showing. Oh, and one more last thing. Fraps, when you minimize it, it goes here, so it doesn't disappear. It just comes down into your little, I don't know what they call this. I recommend Steam for games, and then emulators for other stuff. And that's basically it. So I'll have another Jade Empire, and I should be starting up my StarCraft thing again soon. I kind of lost interest when I started Jade Empire. I love StarCraft, but I don't. One, I don't like Protoss, and I don't like the original that much. The campaign's really not that good anyways. The story is fine, but the missions are just build up your base, kill them, yeah. Brood War is much more guilty of that, I believe, too. Anyways, so that should be it. I've been going on for about 17 minutes. Again, Cam Studio, Sound Recorder, and Windows Movie Maker are all free. Cam Studio you have to Google, but Sound Recorder and Windows Movie Maker comes with. And then Fraps and Sony Vegas, you'll have to Google that, and that costs money. And that should be it for now, and I'll see you guys later.